Hello fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World, and we're in Madrid, Spain in front of the Palacio Real. And today what we have for you are the top 10 sites for you to see when you come in Madrid. And there's a lot more than 10 sites to see. I really like Madrid, and there's literally dozens and dozens of things you really should do when you're here. So I'm just picking out my 10 favorite. Yours might be different. So if you have a different top 10, please leave it down below in the comments so more people can get out and enjoy this fantastic city. Anyway, let's get started. The first thing to check out when you do come to Madrid, and this is my opinion, is going to the Prado Museum. And if you like Rubens and Raphael and art from the basically 1100s until the 1800s, this is the place to go. For me personally, it's one of the 3 best art museums in the world. There, the Louvre, and the Met in New York. Those are my 3 favorite ones, and so every time I come into Madrid I have to check it out. So you have old masters, you can see Lucas Cranach the Elder, there's all kinds of fantastic stuff, lots of Spanish artists as well, and well worth a visit. So that's my personal favorite thing to do. The second thing to do if you want to come in, you'll see like on the postcards and stuff, you'll see a bear and a tree with it, and that's the symbol of Madrid. And what you want to go is to the Puerta del Sol, or the Sol metro stop. You get off there, and there's the bear and the tree, and you've got to get your ceremonial picture there, like I did, okay? And when you go from there, you can easily walk to the Plaza Mayor. There's a big, huge square you can go to. There's lots of little, restaurants and cafes there to sit and people watch the buskers and the tourists and all kinds of things. And it is kind of a cool thing. So that's why it's number 2. Going to the Puerta del Sol, getting your picture with the bear and the tree, and then checking out the Plaza Mayor. The third thing you can do when you come to Madrid is come check out the Palacio Real. You can do, there's short tours there you can see to see some of the rooms and stuff like that. But what I really like to do is actually go in the front side of it. You get this beautiful picture with a beautiful view of the palace. And if you go there at sunset, the view is just spectacular there. Nice place to relax and just get away from the hustle and bustle of Madrid, because it is a very hustle bustle city because it's being the capital and the financial capital of the country. So it's a nice relaxing place. But if you want a really relaxing place, I recommend number 4, going to the Parque de Buen Retiro, or the good relaxing park. It's behind the Prado Museum. You go there, yes, they have the paddle boats you can do, there's buskers there, there's cafes there, there's ice cream mans, there's bikes you can rent, and it's a huge park you can go and enjoy and relax in. And when you go see all the fantastic movies here and you're eating your tapas, you've had too much sangria, it's a good place just to relax. And one of the interesting things that's there is there's actually a statue of the devil there. It's about the fallen angel, and there's very few statues of the devil out there, so Madrid has one of them, and supposedly it's at 666 meters above sea level. Anyway, but the park is actually a really relaxing time. One of the things I always like to enjoy doing when I do come here. Now, the 5th place you should check out is another one of the museums, the Reina Sofia, or the Queen Sophie Museum. So Reina Sofia, or Centro de Arte Reina Sofia. And in there, if you like your Dalis and your Picassos, more recent artists, that's where you're going to go. And inside they have Guernica, Picasso's really famous painting about the Spanish Civil War and how the Nazis bombed Guernica and stuff. A very moving thing, and you go there and that's one of the most important paintings you should see when you actually are here in Spain in general. And the Reina Sofia has that. It's a really great museum, really worth checking out. The 6th thing you want to do when you come here is enjoy the nightlife. Madrid, or Madrileños, the people that live here, they party all night long. They go way into the late night, and it's okay. You're not from here. Okay, you can't keep up with them. Don't be upset with yourself. That's just the way it is. But if you get a chance, go out to the clubs, go out to the bars, spend late nights in the tapas places, and enjoy the whole culture of Madrid, because it is a really fantastic thing to do. And getting that nightlife and just experiencing how they really go until the wee hours of the morning is one of those cool things you should do when you are here, regardless of how old you are. And that kind of goes into our number 7, is if you don't want to do the nightlife, you can do some of the nightlife stuff during the day, and that's going to a tapas bar. Now when you come to Spain, tapas, if you don't know, are just like small little plates of food. And usually if you order like a beer or some sangria or wine, they'll give you a little plate with maybe a croquette or maybe some calamari or something on it, okay? And what's great is just sitting at these bars, chatting with the guys working there or your friends there, eating your tapas and just taking it all in. And it is just fantastic, just sitting back and relaxing. And that's one of the great things about coming to Spain, is you get a relaxing vacation. It's not the hustle bustle, London, we gotta go, 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 go. In Rome, when people are all over top of you and stuff like that. It's a nice relaxing pace here in Madrid. I mean, even for the Spanish, they say, well, it's a really fast pace. If you're not from here, it's a nice relaxing pace, okay? And going to those tapas bars and doing that, just drinking and eating the tapas and taking that in, a very quintessential Spanish experience and Madrid experience. Now, the 8th thing you should see is another museum. And there's like a museum way they have here. So you got the Reina Sofia, then you go up to the Prado, and the next one is the Thyssen, and I'm going to butcher this name, so just bear with me. I'll just call it the Museo Thyssen something or other. Basically, huge private collection. They look for a place to put it. Madrid offered a museum for them, and this is a great collection. Whether you like Dali or Raphael or whatever, they've got a little bit of everything there for you. So you do get a nice kind of wide range of stuff, because Reina Sofia, more modern, Prado is older. The Thyssen one has a nice collection of all of it. So the Rubens and Rembrandts and all these kind of things. So there's a nice mix of collections that are there. So you can get a full range of artists, whereas the Prado is older artworks, and the Reina Sofia is more modern art, well, modern contemporary artworks, only like the last couple hundred years. The 9th thing that I recommend you do when you come here is explore the cities, because when you go around, you're going to see all these fantastic buildings around town. You know, if you go to the Banco de España metro stop and you get out there, you see this fantastic architecture you can take in. You see all these wonderful, like, I guess you call them like triumphal arches in some of the squares around town, you know, and you get to see these things, and you see these wonderful, you know, things like, you know, random church right there. You get all these things just by exploring, and when you go around, you'll see there's a very distinct districts within the city, and you get to see, okay, this is the tourist part, this is where people live, there's all kinds of really cool things. And exploring the city on foot or with the metro, which works really well, is something you really should do. And the 10th thing to do when you're here, aside from the tons of museums, you can do bullfights, you can do all kinds of things. But if you're here for like 4 or 5 days, maybe you want to take a day trip. And that's the 10th thing I recommend to do, is take a day trip either to the Catholic capital of Spain of Toledo and see the churches there, the cathedral, all this kind of things. You know, get your Toledo gold, you know, that we learned about in grade school Spanish back in the US. Or you go to Segovia, which has a church, or that's not church, which has a fortress or an alcazar that when you see it, you go, wait, this looks familiar. Yes, it does, because it's one of the ones with the Neuschwanstein outside of Munich that inspired Walt Disney and is a Cinderella castle kind of thing. And it is a really cool day trip to go, and there's lots of cool day trips from Madrid. So if you get tired of the hustle and bustle of the city, you can get out to these small villages or smaller towns and take in some of the ancient Spain that you don't necessarily get here in Madrid, because Madrid is relatively new. Okay, it's only like 500 years old, which I know from my American followers seems ancient, but in European times, that's like the new kid on the block, okay? So I hope that helps you with our top 10 things we like to do when we're here in Madrid. It is a fantastic place. There's so many more museums and archways and buildings and architecture and churches to check out when you're here. So just keep exploring. This is just our first 10 things we like to do when we're here. We also have other videos. 5 things you love and hate about Madrid, top 10 things in Spain to see, 10 facts about Madrid, all kinds of stuff. Just check us out at our website at woltersworld.com for more of those. Also, we appreciate all your likes and subscriptions here on YouTube or wherever you do find us. If you have some stuff you think we should see in Madrid or others should see, please put your top 10 at the bottom so people get more things to see. Because this fantastic city, I did not do it justice with my top 10. There's so much more to see. So, like I said, if you want to see us more, check us out at our website at woltersworld.com. Adios from Madrid, Spain.